well into almost 2 weeks of our new current normal, and hopefully you're faring along pretty well. I've enjoyed checking in with you every morning, our Better Bones community, our Alkaline for Life community, all of our friends and family members and people nearest and dearest to us. So it's so nice every morning to touch base with you. I always so appreciate the messages that I receive, and I share with Dr. Brown and all of our Better Bones staff as well. So just checking in on some of the things that we've shared and see how you've been managing some tools that you've gained during this time. We've talked about keeping a gratitude journal, or just stating a gratitude every day, checking in at least on one person a day, a friend, a family member, doing something, an act of kindness, and a lot of wonderful practices. And I've heard people say why are we waiting till something like this happens? Why don't we do this on a daily basis? That's a really good question. Maybe this is a good reminder of learning new skills, incorporating these new tools into our daily lives. I for sure have always incorporated many of these practices, but I've really focused on developing and heightening them. In a conversation I had yesterday, and a friend I was checking in with, we talked about mindfulness. And here they actually, in schools, have a wonderful developed mindfulness program and practice and foundation where they teach young kids mindfulness practice and how to be mindful. And my conversation with my friend, we were saying that if we had only learned this when we were younger, and as adults, we might be managing our worries, our stressors, our situations a little better. At least know that we have tools. We can always gain these tools, but it's wonderful to see that we're starting very young with these kids in practicing mindfulness. We're going to do a little bit of mindfulness practice. If you're not familiar with it, I'm going to lead you through a little mindfulness in just a bit. A friend of mine about worry and stress and absorbing other people's worry, especially if you're a chronic worrier like I am. I was going to say I was a former worrier, but I would say I currently am a worrier. And when you're around somebody who is, just is stuck in a state of panic and worry, you absorb that energy. And it's really hard because then you become with them that stressor, that worry. So how can we almost put a shield around ourselves and protect ourselves from absorbing that worry? How can we be there for that person, be a kind heart and listen to them with compassion, not try to convince them or pressure them into not thinking their thoughts? Because another friend of mine always said, your feelings are your feelings and you're allowed to feel them. You are allowed to feel your worries and your stress. You're allowed to be sad and you're allowed to be mad and you're allowed. Nobody can tell you you're not allowed to feel those feelings. Those are yours. And nobody's allowed to tell you that you can't be you. So be you, be your authentic self. Not everybody's going to like that or appreciate who you are. But stay true to your feelings. But how can we, if those feelings are causing you to feel bad, not sleep, not be able to eat, if they're causing physical sensations or reactions, how can we manage that? What tools can we give you to work through the feelings that might be damaging. So hopefully I'll give you some ideas, and they're just suggestions. There are so many more and so many wonderful people out there who are providing great services for you, for everyone, some great meditators, some great leaders, some inspirational people that you can find. I have a few of my favorites that I go to in a time of need. So definitely, find some people that can lift you up. And I think that's what we really need at this time, is to be lifted up. And if we can continue that message even after this, when things subside or go into what our new normal might be, how can we continue these actions? So mindfulness is, there's many interpretations of being mindful, being alert and aware, connecting your senses, really paying attention to the details. So for example, I find this to be a fairly easy one, as we are going to sit down to have a meal. So if you haven't had your breakfast yet, or maybe you're eating your breakfast right now with me, pay attention, just sit and look at your meal, okay? Look at the colors, the textures. Close your eyes, inhale the smells. Take a spoonful and pay attention to the taste, the texture of the food in your mouth. As you swallow, how it feels going down your throat into your belly, and the satisfaction of the taste and the nourishment and how it feels in your belly. So if you slowly manage through those details, closing your eyes, paying attention to the smells, the colors, the textures, being grateful for the nourishment of that meal, and what you needed to do, maybe going to the grocery store at this hectic time, maybe thoroughly washing our food and sanitizing and make sure that our food is safe for us to eat. Just going through the process and very mindfully and gratefully for that meal. If there's a picture that hangs in your house and you pass by it every day, stop and turn and look at that picture. Really pay attention to the details in the picture, the fine details, the colors, the shapes. Visualize yourself inside that picture, maybe walking through that meadow, maybe smelling the flowers and hearing the birds. Maybe there's a nice breeze. Being mindful and just paying attention and listening to my voice. If you want to close your eyes and I'll walk you through some more mindful practice. Pay attention how you feel quieted, calm, at ease. Maybe you were feeling stressed and anxious before, but notice the shift and how you feel emotionally in your body. So let's close our eyes and take a couple deep breaths. Inhale through the nose and exhale. And be aware of that breath as it moves through our nostrils. Be aware of the breath, how it lifts you up as you inhale, and as you exhale, you soften, surrender, become more relaxed. Inhale, listen to the sound of your breath moving through your nose, through your body. Exhale, be aware if your breath is warm, cool, light. Take another inhale, lifting, stretching, feeling space as we open. Exhale, Become calm, soft, accepting into this space. Inhale, growing stronger, growing taller, lifting yourself, lifting others. Exhale, soften, and allow yourself to let go. Be in this space. Sit in this quiet moment with your eyes closed, being aware of just an easy breath, and notice how you feel at this moment. Notice just in a few moments the shift of your thoughts, the shift of how you feel within your body, within your mind, the shift of how you're sitting, the shift of how you feel in your room, in the space that you're at. Sit in this quiet moment and notice. Then open your eyes to a nice soft gaze. So what can we do in our day to be mindful? What can we do in our day to really pay attention to things and just draw back to more simple practices? And hopefully you find that tool useful. If you already practice mindfulness, please share with our Better Bones tribe, share with me, and I'll share with others what you get out of your mindfulness practice, what you like to do, and how it's been very meaningful. So let's pass it along. Let's do a good deed and share this kindness. So let's get a little movement in our body, because movement surely is medicine, and it helps kind of move the stagnation of the energy in our body. It's very helpful for our mood, and it just feels really good. So I am going to use a chair for this, and this is for our friends who don't have as great mobility and need a little support. And so I will use a chair, but if you do not need a chair and you want to move and go deeper, then I welcome you and I invite you to take whatever option works well for you today in your body. So if you do have a chair, let's walk back and keep our knees soft and our hands planted here, and bring our head in between the shoulders. Open up those arms and reach, set our seat back into a nice flat back. So this might be, and I'll show you a little modification for a downward facing dog. Pull up through the navel, stretch, and let's roll and walk forward. Take a big breath, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, drawing up towards the sky, exhale. Inhale, press our hips forward, open our heart, and exhale down. Bring our hands, walk back, soft knees, maybe knees bent, and take a nice stretch here. If you don't have a chair, maybe hands on top of the shins, right below the knees, into a flat back, and walk forward. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale down. Let's walk back again. Come into a flat back, round and root that right foot, and we're going to kick that left foot straight back. Almost, if you are familiar with yoga poses, as if you're doing a three-legged dog, or some call it a downward dog split. So stretch back, and this is more of like a warrior three. So reach, press back, press through the heel, point those toes down, and bring the feet down to the ground, walk forward, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, And exhale. We're going to walk back again. Come to that flat back. Root down that left foot this time and kick that right foot straight back. Engage the core, press through that foot. Have every part of our body working, assisting, and supporting. Really reach. If you can bring your head into in between the shoulders. And exhale, bring that foot down. Walk forward. Big breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Open up that heart and exhale down. You want to turn the chair around and come into a deeper downward dog motion. Walk those feet back, press those hips back, soft knees, arms in between, or head in between the arms. Walk those arms out, broaden through those shoulders, really bring the shoulder blades together and lengthen through that spine. Ground that right foot, kick that left foot back. Maybe bend that knee and then push that heel up and over, opening up that left hip. And exhale down, bring or walk it forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Open up our hearts and exhale down. Bring the hands to the chair, walk back. Our downward dog modification. Ground that left foot, kick that right foot back. Bend the knee and open up. Press that heel back over towards the left. Keep your spine aligned. And exhale down. Bring it forward. Rise up. 3 breaths. Inhale, open up our hearts. Exhale. We're going to bend our knees and come into a chair pose. Rise. Exhale, find your chair, Utkatasana. Inhale and chair. We're going to hold this chair. So chair facing the chair. Rise that heart up, open up that heart, draw those shoulder blades together. And breathe. Nice light toes, root those feet down. And exhale down. Take a nice big inhale, grab a hold of that right wrist, relax shoulders, arch over to the right, or to the left rather, stretching the right side. Bring the hands together, open the heart, and grab a hold of the left wrist and arch over towards the right. Feels good to find that stretch. And swan dive down, up, and down, up, and down. Hands on our hips. Paddle, lift that right heel up, pressing into the toes, and lower that heel down. Lift that left heel up and down. Let's come to the right and down and left, down. Both heels up, soft knees, and just bounce on those heels a couple times. And empty coat sleeves. Swing it all out. Let the body just be loose and free and open and spacious. All right, let's close our eyes and notice how we feel by just a few moments of movement. So do that throughout the day. Move throughout the day. Get up away from your computer, away from the TV, away from your phone, and just move. And notice how that feels. So appreciate your time with me this morning. We will be offering a weekend watch this weekend, which will be a chair yoga program. So if that interests you, that will be offered for free, and you can check that out. Thank you again, and I wish you a joyful, a mindful, and a day filled with good things. So let's make this a great day. Namaste.